It's visible.
Yeah, thank you. So, Manal, I'm using your credentials here for localhost because for some reason I'm not able to access this.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. So today the first topic we are going to start is AEM tagging. So now AEM tags are nothing but the keywords or a small label kind of things which we provide to the pages or any assets on the property section. So the purpose of tagging is nothing but so we will see the search options, right, either in any website or Google. So these keywords or labels enable that particular search option for any page wherever it is tagged. That page can be pulled into that search results. And one other benefit of tagging is targeting the content. So if we have any results to be targeted, or if there is any specific, for a few websites, we will be having any offers which has to be targeted to particular set of customers or particular LOB. So we will be having different LOBs like customers who buy the products in a bulk, which is a consumer, and small business kind of thing, or a customer buying it for home use. So depending upon that, we will be tagging those offers so that that particular offer will be available only for that particular set of customers. So that is what we call it as targeting. So this tagging will help both in the search and the targeting of that content. So how we start with this tagging? So this is the AEM interface which you see when you first log in into your AEM using your ADM credentials. So this is the tool section. So in the tool section, we will be having different section. We have to go into general. Here, this is the tagging. So these are the basic standard tags which are already available in our AEM. If we need anything extra depending upon our project requirements, we will create here. So suppose I'm opening the V retail. Guys, please stop me wherever if you have any doubt. Please stop me there. I will continue again. Hello.
Yeah, I had one doubt in the beginning, so you moved forward. Can I ask that now?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, Sri Lakshmi, I'm facing difficulty with once I log in with my credentials. No, there's that front page which you come to.
Okay.
Yes, can you please go back to that page?
Yeah.
So how do I reach here once I log in? Because every time I log in, it's on a different screen.
Okay. Can you show me where exactly are you going?
Okay, so I log in with this.
I'm stopping the sharing. You can share it. Andrew, are you sharing it?
Sorry.
Are you sharing your screen? I'm not able to see your screen. I have stopped the sharing. You can share it.
Okay, just give me a sec. Is my screen seen?
Yes.
So somehow I've come to this, but what happens?
You can press Adobe Experience Manager at the top left, and you
Top left,
can,
right?
yeah,
Yes.
When I click this, I will get this page.
yes,
Yeah, when you click on this Adobe Experience Manager, you will come to this one. And if you
Okay.
want to go to any configurations, tagging section or any blueprint section, you have to go to this tools icon, which is second option on your left side.
Tools
Yes.
icon. So
Yeah.
anytime I log into this, so wherever I am, if I click on this, I will reach this page.
Actually, that is going through that URL which you have provided. That is the reason it is taking you directly to the folders. So if you have to see this home screen, you have to click on that Adobe Experience Manager on the left side.
Okay, okay, thank you. I'll stop sharing now.
Yeah, I'm sharing. Is it visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So here, if you see, we are having different folders here, which is saying as we retail, asset, properties, standard tax, experience fragments. So this is a bifurcation where we are going to create those particular tags for our understanding. So if we are going to create any tags which will be defining particular asset property, we will go and create a head here. So these are having different kinds of properties of any asset. It is a orientation and style, how it has to show up when we are opening that particular PDF or any Word document, anything. So like that, we will be having product features here. So if this is our main website, it will be having different tags that to be created here. So under activity, we are having these kind of different sections here. So this is nothing but if we are having any filters in our page. So for filter, we will be getting that drop downs, right? Where we will be selecting particular option. So those are all tags only. So everything comes from here as per our creation. So we will go ahead and suppose my site is having this activity section, apparel section, gender section, everything. So what I have to show under gender, these are the tags I will be creating under particular that gender tag. So this is the parent tag, which we will call it as container tag. So, and these are leaf tags. We are having two different types of tags. One is a container and other one is the leaf. Container tag is nothing but the tag which will be having other child tags. So if I'm seeing this, gender tag is having three different tags here. So I call this as a container tag, gender tag, and these tags are the child tags, which are nothing but leaf tags. And yeah, these are existing tags. If I want to create anything, I will go ahead and create. So how we are going to create is we can see the create option on the right top corner. Click on create and a tag. So whatever we are creating, so tag names generally we will get from the depending upon the project only. So we will get the inputs from the client. So we will give the title and name here. Name is the URL which shows up here. After this we retail, this will be showing here wherever we are tagging it. So I have created this tag. So whenever you create a tag, you have to publish it.
How we use this tag option in our website?
I will show that. I'm showing the creation first and then I will show the tagging also.
Okay.
So this is how we are creating it. And so this activity, we call it as a namespace. We retail, experience, fragment. These are all namespaces because these are the ones which are holding tags. So this namespace, if we need, we retail is already existing, but I need a different namespace. So that also we need to create. If there is a requirement, create a namespace also. And create a tag under it. This is just for our understanding because there will be multiple tags having the same name. So to differentiate them, we will be creating namespaces so that we won't get confused and tag one tag to the other page, which is irrespective of the content on the page. So that is why we create namespaces accordingly and create a tags under them. So this is a tag creation. Any queries?
No queries.
No, Vidya.
So whenever we create any tag, the first thing we have to do is we have to publish it. Otherwise, we will miss them when the page goes into production, or we will be having two different environments like stage and prod. So even if it is not published here, it won't show on that environments properly. So don't miss publishing the tag whenever it is created. So along with the tag, namespace is also to be published if it is created by us. If they are existing ones, they will be already published. But if they are created by us, we have to publish them. Okay. Now I will show the tagging part. So this is the page, and click on the page properties. So you will see the tags here. Sometimes this will be tags, and for few it will be keywords. It depends upon the project UI, how they are designing it. So don't get confused. You will be having two types of keywords, one in the different sections and other under the SEO. SEO, the keywords under SEO is only for the search purpose, and the tags which are here, we are using it for tagging purpose. So there are other keywords which show up in a meta keywords. Those are different, and these tags are for search purpose only. Here there is a right option, click on it. So I have created here, I will tag it. That's it. Whatever you have selected, you can see them here below this field. And you can select multiple tags. There is no restriction. We can select multiple tags. What if I'm not publishing any tag? So I missed to publish a tag after creating it, but I'm using it on this page. So what happens is, once you have tagged that particular tag on the page which is not published, and after making your changes, you are going to publish your page, right? To see the changes. So at the time, it will throw an error whenever I click this publication thing. So when I publish, so whatever is not published, again, it will show the same thing here, which is not published. Either it is an image, tag, or anything else which we are using on the page, like any asset, PDF, document, whatever is tagged on the page. And if it is not published, it will throw an error like these things are not published and these are used on the page. If you want to publish, we can publish from there itself directly. Instead of going back to the tagging console and publishing them, we can publish them here also.
You are using manage publication option to publish the page. Can we use a quick publish option to publish the page?
No, even quick publish also throw that error. It will show, it will give a checkbox option. I didn't log in into my client console. Okay, it will show one checkbox which is which is like this is not published or is it outdated. So it shows both the options. Even if the asset is outdated, that means it has been published very long and it was not touched later also. It will throw that option like it is outdated, because few assets will be having particular lifetime, few like 2 years, 1 year, like that. So even for that, it will throw an error, it is outdated or not published. So when you click the checkbox, you can select the checkbox and then you can publish it. So along with the page, that particular asset or tag also get published. In the both the ways it works, either in managed publication or quick publication.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have seen creating tags and how we are going to apply them. And at the, have you people created pages?
Yes, we have done it.
So you experienced how to move the pages also, right?
Yes, we know how to copy, move, delete the page.
Okay. So in the same way, we can copy tags from one namespace to the other namespace also. It works the same way as we do for pages. So if this is the tag, so I can move it from this folder to another one. So it works the same way as a page how we move the pages. I can move it here. So the process is same as we do for pages. So if we misplaced it somewhere, we can do that. So this is the move option for tags. And check it out. Hello.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, okay. So the same way how we tag the property in the property section of the page, we have the same tagging option for the assets also. Same procedure, we will go through the properties of that particular asset, either it is the image or any other PDF or Word file. So you will see this tag section and you will select the required tags here. And you have to save and close. Same process as you do for pages. And yeah, these are the only two places where we use tagging for assets and pages. Creation, I have completed. Like you activate the tags, we can deactivate also, which is nothing but unpublishing it. The same, select the particular tab and unpublish it. So you can see both options here, publish and unpublish. So publish is when to activate the tag and unpublish is to deactivate. Once you unpublish it, it won't show up in the tagging options for us. Tagging options in the sense in properties it will show, but if wherever we are using those particular tabs in the search component or filter component, it won't enable the search for that particular keyword or label when you unpublish that particular tag. Yeah, that's all on tagging. Any questions? Guys, please tell me if anything is unclear. I will repeat it again.
No, it's little clear, but we just have to, I think, go through the training once again just to, understand again. So
If you show
Yeah.
us that unpublished option, unpublished tag will not be visible. If you show us, then it will be great.
Sorry, I didn't get it.
If we unpublish the tag option,
Yeah.
then it will not be visible.
It will be visible here, but we will see the search option on the website, right? Where we will provide the keyword to search the content. At that place, it won't show that particular tag. So that is a unpublishing feature for this tag. So here it will show whatever we are having in AEM, everything will show up here. That's what I said earlier also. So everything will show up here. But once you unpublish it, it will remove from the website search component, the main website, not in the AEM. You can tag it here, but it won't perform any functionality. This page won't show up when you are selecting that particular unpublished keyword, unpublished tag. You can tag it here. So
Okay,
I
then if we unpublish it, then I think we should delete it also, because you already said that if we
yeah.
create a tag, then we have to publish it. But if there is any unpublished tag, then I think we should delete it also.
Yeah, that is a cleanup thing which we will do. Whatever unnecessary tags or namespaces are there, we will delete. We will perform a regular checks and we will delete them again. So this tag has been created as per the project requirement. Suppose say it has been created as per the project requirement. So later they come up and they say this is not required. Then we will unpublish it and delete it.
Okay.
But for authoring, if it has been missed for deleting, it will show up here, but it won't perform any action later.
Sure. Right.
So this is any other queries?
No queries from my side.
So next topic is the AEM folder structure. You people all have created pages, right? So how you people follow the structure, where to create the page or how it has to be created, how you will decide it?
Your question is how we decide whether to create a page or not.
No, so I have given a particular URL, suppose say this is my page. So, and this is the page, actual page. So how, where will you create this page? I mean, you all have this AEM structure, right?
We will go to sites, then core components, and then we will create our page there.
Suppose say here, I'm having something like experience. So where exactly?
Now I get it. We don't know where to create a page. We know how to create a page, but where we should create the page, we don't know that.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, suppose take this URL. So this is a sample URL which I am taking. So yeah, we are having two different kind of projects. Like, you know, one is a migration project and other one is a maintenance projects. So migration projects is the one where we are completely migrating from one platform to the another. And another one is creating completely new website, and other one is maintaining the existing website. So in a migration projects, what we will receive is we will receive entire URLs. Like they will provide bunch of URLs that has to be created. So where we have to create those pages that we have to decide. Suppose client has given this URL to me. This URL to me. Now we have to decide where this page has to go, under which section it has to go, and where we have to place a particular page. And you all are aware this is a domain name. Okay, this rest of the structure defines where we have to put that page. So this will be one folder, this will be one folder, and this will be one folder, and last comes our page. So folder is nothing but in our AEM, we will create pages only and following the child page. So this will be my parent page, again one child, and this is another child, this is another child. This is a level. So first level, second level, third level, fourth level, these are all childs. So this will be my parent. In the same way, we have another method where we can see whether the path which we are following is correct or not. But it applies only for few websites. I will show for this website. In this particular source, we will be having AEM path. So if you see, this is the AEM. So my page has to follow this path in AEM instance. Okay, if this is not working, we can follow from this URL itself. So for every website, we will be having one parent website folder. Like in our this instance, it is vRetail. So this is a project folder, main project folder. Then comes other folder. So identify in which language we are having this page. So this is in English. So it has to obviously go under English. So US English followed by this page. So when we open this page, it won't be having any parent nodes. It will be directly under that particular language or country folder. Because we don't have any parent nodes for this page, the parent node is the language node itself. So the URL won't contain anything except that country, language, and the page name. If I want this under any other different parent folder, I will create one more. So I will create a parent page. So now the URL for this one automatically changes based upon the parent node. So we are having a parent test folder before it. So it will take parent test. So in the same way, whenever we have given a URL to newly create the page, we have to identify where exactly it has to go. So yeah, I will log into my client instance. It will be easier. Guys, you can see my screen, right? Hello?
Yes, yes, we can.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Yeah. As I said, here we can see the project name. So my project is I'm into Capella. So here I'm having different folders, but I'm working on EN website, so I will go to EN. So followed by these are all the parent nodes where we are having different set of pages. So this where we have to decide where that particular page has to go depending upon the URL provided to us. So if the URL contains degree programs like I have shown before in the URL. So we have to identify depending upon the URL provided to us. So if we see the URL is having online degrees here. So I will navigate to the online degrees in this particular section. So EN is common for all the pages because the site is in EN language. So another thing we have to go and search for that particular parent node, which is online degrees. So here it is. Okay, this site is moving the validity URLs. So depending upon the page name, this page name will be the same in your folder. So you have to search for this if you have to change anything.
Actually, your screen is not visible to me. No, it is like it is hanging.
I will reshare it just a minute. Is it visible now?
No,
What about others? Are you able to see or is it still invisible for you too?
no, it is visible.
Okay. So the folder structure is nothing but the one which we follow from the URL. Whatever folders we have to create, folders in the sense like parent nodes where exactly the page has to go. So depending upon the URL, we will follow the folder structure in AEM. So here the URL says degree programs followed by bachelor degrees and all. So this degree programs is the parent node which will be having different child nodes here. So again, these every child node will be having again other child pages which are leading to the last page, which is a final leaf page. This won't be having any other content after that. So this page, whenever we have given to edit any particular page or create any page, you have to follow that URL structure. So that we have to identify where exactly this page has to go. For our training instance, we are having different language folders available for us. So if we see in vRetail, we are having language masters, which contains all the language folders. And in a countries folders, we are having all the countries. So again, in this countries folder, we are having the different language folders again, because Canada site, it can be available in multiple language. One is English and the other one French. Like that, we are having a French also, which will be not French, Switzerland. I think it will be available in 2 languages, Germany and French again. So depending upon the URL, if it is a French site, you will be having that FR thing in your URL itself. Like if it is an Indian website, you can see .in. If it is a French website, like .fr or .de. So depending upon that particular URL thing, we have to identify where exactly that content has to go. So if it is any German DE thing, which here if it is a CHDE, if my page contains only DE content, which is for Germany, so then I will go to DE folder and I will create it here. And if it is for CH, again we have to identify whether the language is FR or CH, which we will see on the URL itself, like language tag will come right at the end, language lang is equal to that particular language code will come, CH or FR. By seeing that, we have to identify which folder should contain that particular page. Depending upon that, we will create the page there. So this is the folder structure. And any queries on folder structure? I know it is a bit confusing. I confused you. I just want to know.
Oh, till now, no queries.
What about others? I'm not getting response. Am I clear? Or if you're having any queries, please let me know.
Yeah, no problem. Just in case any doubt, we'll play the recording once again and see.
If you have any queries, you can ping me directly because this is the first time I'm going through these training sessions. I'm a bit nervous. So if you have any queries, ping me directly. I will help you with that.
Sure.
The
We
little
will
slow.
go to the training session once again with the recording. If we face any roadblocks, definitely reach out to you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, that is the folder structure how we follow for AEM. And next topic is what is a global master and live copy, and what is the rollout process in AEM. Global master and live copies are nothing but the pages, but the process is little different. How we are creating the pages, these are different because they work. The functionality of these pages are little different. These are not a normal pages which we will go and create directly. So language masters or language masters and countries, these are dependent. Again, this can be customized according to our project. For example, I am taking this language masters. In this language masters, I am having this particular kind of language folders. So different language folders. For every language folder and for every project, we will be having one blueprint. Blueprint is nothing but the how website looks, how it works. So from language to countries, from countries to pages, how it navigates, that is the blueprint. And this blueprint, how it is configured is, suppose if I'm having one page, like I said, we are having one EN page, which we have to show up in different language because EN is EN we speak in different countries, right? So I have to show the same page in different countries. But I'm having different content in US and I'm having different content in other, like suppose London. So the content is different for both the countries, but maximum of the content is same. So just a paragraph or small offer change I have to implement on both the pages. So creating a page for all the languages is a difficult project, difficult process when we are having a page in multiple languages or multiple countries. So what we do is we will be having a language copy in the sense, sorry, master copy here. So master copy is nothing but a page where we are having actual content of the website. So that suppose client has given one Word document which I have to use for creating a page. So I have created it and that will be my master. And after that, what instructions I have received is,
Can you move your cursor? I think maybe it is hanged again.
no, I am not doing anything on my screen. I'm just explaining.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have created the page which has to be in EN. So now client come up and he will say, I need the same page in other English speaking countries, say Canada or Great Britain or something, whatever we are having EN speaking countries, Switzerland and everything. But there is a small change in the content, rest all will be the same. Or sometimes it will be like there will be a different content, like a minor changes, or sometimes it is the same content, but they want the URL to be in that particular country. Instead of showing it in US, they want to show it in that particular country URL only. So for that reason, what we will do is we will copy this master content into the other country folders. So suppose if you see, this is the EN folder, right? In EN, I'm having this experience page. At the same time, I'm having this countries folder where under US CN, I'm having the same experience page. So whatever I'm seeing here under language master CN, this is my master. This is the original content which I have received. And now I want the same content to be replicated in other country folders also, like a US or GB or Canada, all English speaking countries. Suppose take first 5. So how we will do that? So I will open this page. In property section, you will be seeing a blueprint. So this is a property section of this page, and this is a blueprint section. Under blueprint section, you can see this all the live copies available for this particular page. So this is a master copy, and these are all the live copies for this one. So now whatever I'm having there, I can roll out from here. So suppose that content I need for all these countries or any 2 of countries also, we can do that. There is a rollout option on the left side. So once you click that, we can see wherever we can replicate this page. So this list says us wherever we are able to replicate that particular content from master to the country folders. So here I just want, if I just want to select one country, I can do that. Or we want to replicate it to all the countries also, we can do that. So here I want only just to select them and click OK. So whatever content you are having here on this page, which is a master, the same thing will reflect here and the other countries wherever you are selecting it. These are test folders on the right. Let me make a small change. So to show you, I will edit this page. So I'm making the changes here in language master CN. Once it is run, I will go to property section. Instead of going to blueprint, you can do it from page edit mode also. So in the properties tab, you can see rollout page option. So I will select only 2 countries where I want this range. So one is US and other one is IN. Once it is done, I will click OK. So from here, I have rolled out and I will check it on my country pages. So this is UNES. So see whatever I have done there, so it is showing up here. And the other one is EN. Yeah, same here. So I have done the changes in language master EN and I have rolled it to EN, IN and EN US. So here it is showing those changes both in IN and US. So the benefit of rollout process is instead of going and editing each single page for the different multiple websites, we can do it from one master copy and we can replicate them on the other country copies also. In the same way, like we can delete the components. If I delete the component from the master copy and rollout, it will replicate here too. So whatever component, if I'm deleting here and after rollout, it will replicate on those particular countries. Whatever we are selecting from that live copy section, those all copies will get automatically updated by doing that rollout process. So that is a benefit of rollout. And yeah, so during this process, when we question about what is a master or global master and different sub pages, whatever wherever we are having this blueprint section, means wherever we can get that rollout option, that is the master. So if we see this EN, so this EN, whatever content we are having on this EN folder, I am able to replicate it on all these folders. Sorry, not all this. If US EN and CAEN, INEN, other EN folders like country wise, wherever EN speaking countries are there, I can replicate it there from here. So for that particular page, these are the masters of this particular content, like IN for INEN. This language masters EN is a master. USEN, again this is the master. So we can see this from property section also. Whatever we are seeing in blueprints, so this particular page is a master for all these pages, whatever we are seeing under current live copies. So so these all pages can be replicated by rolling out this one particular page without making edit on any of these individual pages. That is rollout process. So how this rollout works is, so we are seeing this configuration, right? If we see, the path is completely different, whatever we are seeing. So here it is under language masters and the rollout is happening under countries, USEN or INEN. So how it has to roll out, this configuration will be set in MSM, which is a management tool where dev will do this process. They will configure how this rollout has to work, how that blueprint has to work. So they will be having that blueprint configuration sections. So they will implement that. Once they implement, we can see this live copies. So they will get automatically created once they do that MSM settings. MSM is nothing but a multi-site manager. So they will be handling that. Once it is done, we can see all the folders depending upon the configurations they have provided. So see if they have a given while configuring, they have given this page has to be master for these particular countries and these particular folders. So by doing that, by default, it will show all the folders, respective folders here. So here they have given a path for this properties in a blueprint, like it has to go under countries US EN. So this is the configuration what they will set up in MSM. So this once they have given this property configuration there, it will create these folders for us automatically. So we don't have to go and create them manually. It comes from backend itself. The only thing we have to keep in mind is these will be having inheritance. So the content from masters is getting inherited onto the other country pages, which is the replication, nothing but the replication. So during this rollout process, everything get inherited from the parent page itself. So again, we will be having options whether it has to inherit the properties or not. So please keep in mind, never, we are not going to break inheritance at any time. I will show how the inheritance looks also.
Inheritance is changing the properties of our parent page to the child page.
Yeah, everything gets inherited from there, like including from metadata, everything gets inherited from the parent itself. So we will see a small icon whenever that particular component or a metadata is getting inherited. I'm looking for it. It is. Yeah, if you see this log symbol, this resembles that it is getting inherited. So all these properties are getting inherited from its master. So this page is ENGB, which is a again country English folder, where we are getting this content from the language masters, right? So whatever properties are there, it is getting inherited from there itself. That is the reason it is showing this log symbol. So if any country wise, if we need to make any change, in that case, we can break the inheritance. If it is for any particular page or any particular country field, we can break the inheritance. But one issue comes there is next time when we are having the same content which has to be replicated again here from the masters, after breaking the inheritance, we won't be getting inherited in that particular field. Suppose say if I am breaking the inheritance for this tag section and I'm giving it manually here as per the requirement which I have received from the client. So currently it is not having any tags now. As we see, there are no tags here. Nothing is there. It is an empty. And I want one tag to be added here, and then I will save and close. Next time in my master copy, which is again this language master CN copy, I will be having a different tags which I received to add. So if I'm adding here like 2 or 3 tags and I'm replicating it to the other EN country pages, but it won't get replicated in this particular page because I have broken the inheritance. This property won't get updated even if I roll out that. Again, we have to build inheritance for that particular field, and that has to be done from dev. We can't do that inheritance from our end. We can only break the inheritance, and again to apply that inheritance, dev will help to do that. We are not going to do that. So for all these properties, and in some cases, we will be having this inheritance applied to the page components also. That's what I'm checking here, but I'm not able to see. Even page components also, we will be getting that inheritance applied from the masters itself. So if it is the same content, again, no need to change anything. And if it is a requirement, we can go and manually update that, break the inheritance and update that particular section, and we can publish the content. So next time if we need to update it, either we need to go and update that manually after breaking the inheritance, or we have to reach out to the dev for applying that inheritance again so that it can replicate from the masters whenever we do it. This is how inheritance work. So what we suggest actually is not only authors, even dev also suggests the same thing. Please don't break the inheritance. If there is anything which we have to do mandatory, just reach out to them first. If they have any other suggestions, we can do that. Otherwise, we have to break it. If there is no option, we can break it. But before doing that, please take suggestions from someone whether it can be done in some other way. So please don't break the inheritance in the masters and live copies, because if we break the inheritance, the page won't, this rollout process won't work properly. It breaks completely. So sometimes if we break the inheritance, even the rollout process won't work for that particular page. It won't show up in our live copies also. So before breaking inheritance, be careful. There is only one thing which we have to be careful about, inheritance and rollout process. Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's all.
we
Yeah.
can provide inheritance again. So if we are breaking it once according to the client suggestion, then I don't think there is any problem with it.
Yeah, we can break it. That's what I'm also saying. We can break it. But
Yeah.
sometimes it will impact the rollout process wherever we are
Okay,
saying.
but we have to consult it with
Yeah,
someone
so
also.
we have
Okay.
to make sure whatever property or anything we are breaking it, it should not impact the rollout process going forward, because see, now I am having only tag update, because of which I am breaking the inheritance. But it should not impact other rollout changes, like there is some content change which has to be inherited. It should not be getting impacted. So there will be some glitches. It's not like it is completely going to break in. Sometimes there will be some glitches where it happens like that will get removed. That particular country will get removed due to that inheritance breakage. So we have to be careful by doing that. We have to be make sure it is not impacting the rollout process for other changes. That's it. We
Right.
can break inheritance. If it is required, we can break the inheritance. Even we do. We break the inheritance wherever required. So, but we have to be careful that it should not affect any rollout process later. Yeah, this is about rollout process and folder structure. Yeah, that's it from my end for today. Any queries on all the topics? Anything? I know folder structure, I confused you a little bit, but yeah, in other things, if you have any queries, please let me know.
Will you provide this PDF to us?
Yeah, I will share with you guys. I just want to update it a little bit, because for day 4 section, I didn't add the content properly because of time restriction. I will make a few changes and I will share it in a couple of hours.
Fine.
Anything else, guys?
No, but in case I face any issue, then I'll bring you up. Your working hours?
Working hours, yeah, anything before 11.